Let's take a look at the Picasso loader malware.
Picasso loader malware used in ongoing attacks on Ukraine and Poland.
I'm a big man. I break everything.
Government entities, military organizations, and civilian users in Ukraine and Poland have been targeted as part of a series of campaigns designed to steal sensitive data and gain persistent remote access to the infected systems. The intrusion set, which stretches from April 2022 to July 2023, leverages phishing lures and decoy documents to deploy a downloader malware called Picasso Loader, which acts as a conduit to launch Cobalt Strike Beacon and NGRAT.
My bike is ready to pick up. I'm sorry, I bet you guys thought it was something about the news. My bike is ready to pick up. Woo-wee. Woo, and I cannot stress this enough. Wee. Should we go? Should we go get the bike? Should we go get the bike? IRL stream? IRL stream? Bro, we might be bike-a-roni-ing. We might be bike-a-roni and cheesing, bro. Holy shit. Okay, oh, I'm so excited. I want a bike to Philadelphia. Because my friend's doing a concert this weekend. Should I bike to Philadelphia today? Should I bike to Philadelphia today?
The intrusion set, which stretches from May.
Okay, so attack stages. Am I the craziest streamer? All right, let me charge the battery. Am I the craziest streamer? Text wife. Hey babe, I'm biking to Philadelphia. Oh, dude, you know what? I could probably make it to Buffalo. I could probably make it to Buffalo or Pittsburgh. But I'm not gonna lie, I need a frame bag, which is $185, and I need $250 for the front. And it's not gonna. I can't spend more money. You know what I mean? Like, I can't spend more money. So if you guys want that to happen, give me $500 today, I guess. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Set,
I'm 100% memeing because, like, you know, we're just not at the size for that. Yeah, I need, like, exactly, right? Like, those are, Brumbo knows. This is exactly what I need. So I need, there's a waterproof bag, right? And it's a cheap waterproof bag, but then I need the clamp for it, which I'm going to put on the front of my bike. I could do it. I got everything else I need. I just need $500 more. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't expect it. I don't expect it to come from this channel, which is why I'm taking the job from Big Daddy Bezos. And I'm going to work on secret projects for him. I'm not even memeing. I'm probably going to take a job from Big Daddy Bezos. Just so I can, you know, afford to buy a new bike. And if I don't like the job, I quit. And I have a new bike. You know what I mean? Like, I'm straight up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, bro. Victims receive an office. I mean, the streaming project, it's been fun. I've streamed, some of you know, I've streamed almost every single day for the entire past year. And it's been super fun. But it hasn't made sense for me financially. And my wife, bless her heart, you know, she's doing her thing, right? She's working now. She wasn't working for a long time. Now she's working. And, you know, it's like, you know, there's a big difference in salary, even when it comes from, she works in finance, right? Finance, working in, like, tech security, right? So it's like, if I work for a month, I don't need to work for another year. If I work, my expenses are so low, if I work for a month, I don't need to work for another year. You know what I mean? I own my home, right? Like, if I work for a month, I don't have to work for another year. Victims receive so we're going to go through the attack stages of the Ukrainian attack. But, you know, streaming, I make nothing. I make nothing. I don't make money streaming, guys. I lose money streaming. Most of you know. Most of the money has gone back into the gear. This costed $25 and I need another one. I make less than like $250 a month streaming. even if I stream on the months where I stream for 15 days, I mean, I'm talking about 15 24-hour days, like 15 days of airtime, I still make under $500. You know what I mean? Victims receive an Office document, Excel, or PowerPoint. The document contains VBA, that's a Visual Basic Script, right? VBA code. DLLs here, and what is this here? I don't know. The VBA drops an LNK. Okay, so that's the LNK file probably. So DLL, LNK. The LNK launches the DLL. That is also dropped on the host using serve, right? Reg SVR, which is, I'm pretty sure that has to, I'm not a Windows internal guy. I use Arch, by the way. So basically, it's like, it's, what is it for? It's for loading DLLs. This is particularly just for loading DLLs. If I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. 90% sure. I'm pretty sure it's used for other stuff too. Do we have a Windows internal nerd in chat? I know we have some Microsoft employee friends, but do we have any Windows internal nerds in chat? Even the Microsoft employees I know have no idea what the fuck is going on with Windows internals. They're like, what? The downloader downloads a picture, JPEG, with the encrypted downloader embedded for the next stage. After multiple stages, the payload is delivered and launched. So, that's cool. The picture probably just is a distraction for the next stage. Payload's finally delivered and launched. What does the JPEG do? Does the JPEG do anything? Is it just distraction? Is it like is there some steganography going on? Is there like a steg thing going on? Like, is there a URL in there that's being used to pull from a CDN? And is the CDN changing based on the version? Like, what are we looking? CDN path changing version? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here?
Picasa loader malware used in ongoing attacks on Ukraine and Poland. Government entities, military organizations, and civilian users in Ukraine and Poland have been targeted as part of a series of campaigns designed to steal sensitive data and gain persistent remote access to the infected systems. The intrusion set, which stretches from April 2022 to July 2023, leverages phishing lures and decoy documents to deploy a downloader malware called Picasa Loader, which acts as a conduit to launch Cobalt Strike Beacon and JRAT. The attack.
Okay, so Cobalt Strike, as some of you know, has been leaked and cracked on the internet. Basically, you shouldn't download it, though, because you're downloading something that is illegal, and also there's going to be a virus on it, and somebody's going to pop you, probably a Russian dude. And JRAT? Not familiar.
The attacks used a multi-stage infection chain initiated with malicious Microsoft Office documents, most commonly using Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint file formats, Ciscatalos researcher Vanges Vijsa said in a new report. This was followed by an executable downloader and payload concealed in an image file, likely to make its detection more difficult. Some of the activities have been attributed to a threat actor called Ostrider, aka AWAC 0057 or UNC 1151, whose priorities are said to align with the Belarusian government.
Cool, okay.
It's worth noting that a subset of these attacks has already been documented over the past year by Ukraine's Computer Emergency Response Team, CERTA, and Fortinet FortiGuard Labs, one of which employed Macrolad and PowerPoint documents to deliver Agent Tesla malware in July 2022. The infection chains aim to convince victims to enable macros, with the macro engineered to drop a DLL downloader known as Picasa Loader that subsequently reaches out to an attacker-controlled site to fetch the next stage payload.
Yo, so basically, okay, the file has malware embedded, the JPEG, but how is what I want to know. I'm sure maybe they'll talk about it more. Agent Tesla, I'm pretty sure, is like Russia associated, yeah. Ukrainian radio hack to broadcast fake. Yes. So this is, I think we've seen a lot of Agent Tesla, threat actors. I'm trying to remember who made it. I feel like there was some info on that. Who's been using? I'm pretty sure they're Russian, but I don't remember. I'm thinking. Who made this? Creator. Whoops, I can't spell. Who created it? Here we go. A Turkish guy? Mustafa? Okay, Mustafa, go off. Sheesh.
Picasa Loader malware.
Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. Hope you're having a great day. All right. Let's go. Oh, whoops. Wrong extension. Sorry, guys. Hold up. We're going to go on a bike ride soon. Well, I need to take a Uber to the place, and then we're going to go on a bike ride back. It's going to be beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited. I've been riding my bike every day. Your boy getting dummy thick in the thigh department. Thigh calendar incoming. Let's see. Here we go. This is where we are.
The development also follows the adoption.
Actually, no, that's not where we are. This is where we are. So basically, Ghost Rider has been active. Killnet has been very active, during the operations on Ukraine, right? Like, I mean, their operations on Ukraine during the war on Ukraine, they've been like the Russian GRU groups and the splinter groups of Killnet and, the Cozy Bear, Fancy Bear offshoots of the world, or of the nation of Russia, usually work together. Yeah, 28 is Cozy Bear, right? No, Fancy Bear. I always get them wrong. It's 27 Fancy Bear? APT 27. Or is that the Iranian one? Oh no, this is Chinese. See, it's so confusing. Yeah, that's Emissary Panda. So confusing. Okay. So basically saying change your email passwords, right? Change your email provider passwords. Specific, they're saying that they specifically determined that this account has suspicious activity, redirect them to a bogus landing page, swipe the credentials, right? Very common, very common.
The development also follows the adoption of a standard 5-phase playbook by hackers associated with the Russian military intelligence, GRU, in their disruptive operations against Ukraine in a deliberate effort to increase the speed, scale, and intensity of their attacks.
Okay, yeah, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, I mean, we definitely... Oh, Eternal Petya, I mean, not Petya was a big one, but I guess this group probably wasn't involved at all. But yeah, also very famous Petya, not Petya, Eternal Petya, and like this whole strain, even though not Petya is not related to Petya, as the name kind of implies. But basically, all these things have been used up until this point. And wartime ops here, I mean, the list just goes on and on. WinRAR, BidSwipe. I mean, remember when the operation... Remember when these operations started, right? The night of the war. Power grids were attacked, right? News stations had their drive swiped. Like 5 news stations across Ukraine had their... Oh, no, sorry, not 5 news stations. I forget how many news stations. But there were 5 different variants of wipers. They, like, deployed every wiper they could. You guys remember that? Somebody remember that? No, probably not? Okay, that's okay.
This comprises taking advantage of living on the edge infrastructure to gain initial access, using living off the land techniques to conduct reconnaissance.
You remember? Oh yeah, you were probably there. Yeah, reconnaissance. So like basically, I've shown you guys like okay, steps in a pen test, right? Reconnaissance, scanning, vulnerability assessment, exploitation, reporting, right? You can basically determine this as being the same as what threat actors do. Reconnaissance, you taking a look around. Scanning, what can I actually do here? What's alive, what's available, what's open? Vulnerability assessment. Okay, out of the stuff that's alive, available, and open, and accessible to me, does it have any? Do they have any CVEs? Are there any vulnerabilities? In the last version, right? In maybe it's version 5.12, the database they're using. In 5.11, was there a CVE? Is that CVE? Has that actually been removed from 5.12? Oh, they did a patch. Is there a bypass? Sometimes, guys, sometimes you'll be looking at a version of a package and it will have a CVE, and then the next version doesn't have that CVE. What some of the smartest people I know have told me is they test those packages, those open source packages, for the vulnerabilities from the previous version, and it's easy pickings for them, apparently. I am not a security researcher. I have been an application security engineer. I've been an infrastructure security. I'm not a researcher. I'm not writing up CVEs. I've only hacked the US government in a confined context and for money. There's this thing called Hack the Machine. You could look that up. You know, I've only done shit for companies and like organizations by hacking them or by teaching them stuff or by teaching their developers stuff or by writing some code to solve some issues that their developers make or by creating some tools and implementing some procedures and strategies for like keeping the company safe, right? Like and I did the same thing. I did a small event, weekend event, where you hack the military, you hack the U.S. military, and it was fun. I can talk about certain things, but they still haven't. It's triaged, but it's triaged to open, and it's not triaged to closed. So I'm able to talk about it. And I went on Hack the Box Business CTF. You can find my talk there. 5 stages of penetration testing. We've watched it once on stream. There are 5 penetration testing phases, right? So we talk about recon, scanning, vulnerability assessment, right? And basically living off the land, well, what does that mean? Well, if there are tools that are already on the machine, like a remote access tool, like we were talking about earlier, remote access tool, remote access Trojan, difference is who's using it. Can you tap into that remote access tool? Can you authorize yourself, right? To then, from, the attacker, the adversary's HQ, to tap into that box. You see what I'm talking about? Can you use things? You don't have to bring over your own binaries. That's one thing that you should take away from this. You're not bringing over your own EXEs. You're bringing over as little as you can, okay? Conduct reconnaissance, lateral movement information, limit their footprint, right? Like I'm talking about with, right here, living off the land. You're limiting your footprint, right? You don't, less logs that are out of the ordinary, less programs running that are out of the ordinary, less trickery you have to do to like, to get your shit running, right? Like you're using things that already exist on the system. Make sense? Makes sense, right? Persistent privileged access groups, group GPO, group policy. This is a Windows AD thing, Microsoft AD. Deploying wipers, like we talked about the Ukrainian news agencies. Telegraphing their acts via their hacktivist personas on Telegram, as we see everybody do. We've had malware actors come in here and say, fuck all the feds who are looking for me, ACAB 1312, trans rights, you know what I mean? Pretty based. The benefits of this playbook, fast-paced, highly contested operating environment, wartime goals, GRU, tactics, course of action, blah, blah, blah. Mandiant, which just got bought by Google. I have some friends who, congrats to you guys. There's some people here who have dropped subs before who work there because they're buddies that I know IRL. That's why I know that. So thank you. Thank you for dropping that schmoogle money on me. The benefits of the playbook, yeah. It's basically just they're trying to do damage. It looks like they're just trying to do as much damage as possible. To me. Which makes sense. It is an all-out war of attrition at this point, right? So, cool shit. Thank you, Brumbo and Globus, for liking my tweets. Damn, bro. It's not even surprising anymore. It's not even surprising. Like, come on, bro. Give me something new. Russia doing a crime? Come on, bro. Give me something new. Let's take a look. Let's say from April 22nd to July 23rd. Well, obviously years. Let's say Ghost Rider believed to be aligned with Belarus has been targeting gov and military, let's spell that one out, orgs and citizens in Ukraine and Poland. Let's see. They have been using Lure documents to... Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Oh, I don't know what that is. What does that mean? The first thing. I guess it's what abbreviation? I was like, what's the word? Let's see. They've been using Allure documents to infect. Oh, whoops. Infect hosts with multi-stage malware before exfiltrating sensitive documents. Send tweet. Oh, that was on the other app. I got more news, but I need to get my bike. I got more news, but I need to get my bike. Oh, the Actors Guild. Okay. Oh, I thought they were already on strike. Or no, it's the Writers Guild, huh? We're gonna, because of El Nerd Muskie Boy's character limit, we gotta do this real quick. Changes the whole meaning.